Good morning, everybody. The show is called TBR SSF Show, which simply means TBR Solutions Sports Forum with me, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe, together with Saddam as usual, together with Tshepang. But we start on a sad note. We know that one of the great, which is Clive Barker, has passed on. This is the coach who has done extremely well. This is the coach who has brought pride in terms of our local football by bringing the AFCON Cup. All right. You know, Clive has done well. We got the AFCON Cup. We are even better than England. England has never won its continental tournament. All right. So we have done well. We have been in isolation until 1992. All right. So yeah, we start on that sad note, and then may we take a moment of silence for that, although there is a phone ringing on in the background. Thank you. Let's get started. Saddam, welcome to the show.
Thank you, comrade. We are ready for that, but the deepest condolences to the dog, Clive Barker.
Thank you, Saddam. Tshepang, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Shabalala. Yeah, good morning to you and also to you, Mr. Saddam. And yes, our deepest condolences to the Barker family.
Guys, we've seen what is happening. Soccer Laduma has done a very intense story on the rumor that is milling around 10-111. Arthur Zwane, who's a very close friend of mine. You know my position when it comes to him. But because we are in media, we need to reflect what is happening. So I want us to analyze correctly or use our own opinion and analysis. All right. Is it the right time for Chiefs to sack him or do whatever that they're planning to do as per the article? All right. We are told that they're trying to get somebody else to beef up the technical staff. And then a lot of people names have been branded, Mangoba Mungiti, and so on and so on. But you'll be mentioning those things, guys, as we talk. And do you think, is it correct for them to do that? Or Chiefs have to protect their brand? Remember, they're a brand, they're the most sponsored team in the country. And as a most sponsored team in the country, they have to win at all times. Because sponsors want that. Sponsors don't want any other excuses. They want you to win, continue to win. All right. So I want us to analyze that. Let me start with Saddam Maake. As a Kaizer Chiefs fan, big fan of Kaizer Chiefs, let me start with you and then tell us what's your take.
Yeah, morning. Yes, we heard the rumors even last night or yesterday. It was worse when we received name of the other coach that is going to come. And some rumors say the coach will come with his new assistant coach, whatever, but that one is still a rumors. For me, especially myself, I was thought maybe Chiefs will buy players that are needed and then to trim the squad for next season. We have a top 8. We are number 5 on the log. We come out on the semi-final, but I thought the management will buy him a player what he wants and then to continue to take from there after that. But now, because soccer is a business, we might say whatever, but at the end of the day, chief management is the one who can make decision. Like ourselves as supporters, we will support what the management offers to us as Kaizer Chiefs supporters. I don't know, but whatever is said, I thought maybe a young coach, Arthur Zwane, will grow under Chiefs wings and go further and further as we promote our product as a coach. But now, finally, I think by next week, I hear the Chiefs will make press conference to announce new player, new jersey, and then coaches, whatever. But that one is beyond our control. But I feel sorry for us.
All right. Tshepang, I want to hear your opinion on this subject. What's your take? Do your own analysis. All right.
Yes. Personally, in my opinion, I would say from this season, in terms of the style of play the Chiefs has been playing, I didn't really believe much into it, and I didn't buy into it. Well, I couldn't see what type of football the Chiefs was playing under Coach Zwane, to be honest, personally. It was more, for me, he had showed more of a defensive side than an offensive side, of the team, which was something that was very worrying during the course of the whole season for me. So for me, I didn't believe much in his football, but at the end of the day, maybe someone else might believe in his football. But if there are necessary changes that need to be made, as Saddam is saying, with the management, then as supporters, you need to rally behind those changes and maybe hope for the best. But when it comes to a new technical team being considered now, maybe it's what they want. I mean, if we can look at it this way, in the past couple of years, Chiefs' success has been with foreign coaches than local coaches. Most of the foreign coaches are the ones that have been bringing success to the team. So maybe it's a tool or a system that's been working out, that's working out for Kaizer Chiefs. But when you are introduced, when they introduce the local coaches to try and lead the team, I mean, we all have seen the past experiences of the likes of Coach Steve Kompela, and also now, also Dr. Khumalo was once involved, and even now, Coach Arthur Zwane. But the results are not coming through. So I think maybe they are starting to reconsider that again. Maybe try a foreign coach, maybe with a different approach as well, with their own technical team, and see where that might land the club. At the end of the day, as Saddam did say, that the football is a business. Chiefs also, it's a big brand, and they definitely want the results as soon as possible.
Well, what do you say to the argument that Saddam is putting forward to say maybe they should allow him to buy his players, and if he happens to lose with his players, then there will be no excuse? So, I mean, Tshepang.
Yeah, but I've got a question. No, sorry regarding that. Yeah, but I've got a question when it comes to that one, because even last season, he started with the team. He did make the signings that he wanted, right? I don't think it was the club, because he was fully involved. He got the players. They were from preseason. He had the squad. So again, he needs more players. Even half of the players that he had signed last season are going to be released. So again, it's a second season. He wants another chance to buy more players. So I don't know what would be the difference compared to last season and this season. Maybe there might be change, but this is my question also that I'm posing out there,
Now, you are saying the history of Kaizer Chiefs, they have won with foreign coaches. So maybe they need to go back there. So Saddam, what's your take about that? Do you agree that Kaizer Chiefs has been winning because of the foreign coaches? So maybe we need to go back to that as a winning formula.
Yeah, sometimes you can tell that again, because I remember many years ago when the chairman said Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates will be coached by a foreign coach. And then he tried again and give the others like of Steve Kompela chance, the Dr. Kuman and the Madida and whatever, but it never happened. It does happen many years ago when it was Ben Stody in 1984 when we win about almost 4, 5 trophies on the NSL. But now what I can say is, yes, another thing we must also look about the players. Some other players, to me, I think in the field of play, they're not commitment. They sabotage the coach. They play him together. That's why. But to my message to them, I always say players must respect their job, protect their talent. Now, one day they will sing a song. In my time, I was playing Kaizer Chiefs, because if that coach come, it's gonna get his own players, own assistants, and everything is gonna change. Players must be careful, must not get happy that Asa is leaving the job. They also not safe, because the coach will come with his own method and pattern of play. But they must be careful as well. Must not just point the finger to the coach only. Players must be commitment and play as a team and protect the brand and legacy of Kaizer Chiefs.
Well, let's look at this. Sundowns, because the barometer is along the issue of Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. Somebody once said to me, and I don't know whether this carries a valid argument, but I saw truth in it. But he was just speculating. He was saying, with Pirates, you can see the line of command is clear. We are not sure about this. He was just giving his own opinion, looking at the distance. That at Pirates, you can see that the coach probably is reporting to Screamer, and Screamer reports to Dr. Ivan Khoza, all right? At Kaizer Chiefs, you are not clear in terms of the line of command, all right? So this is the argument that was brought by this person. That is why you see Pirates, it looks more solid than Kaizer Chiefs, because the line of communication is blurry. I'm not sure. And coupled with that, we picked up Walefatshe saying the management at Chiefs is not united. That was Walefatshe. He was saying apparently it's not united. So he's a former player with Kaizer Chiefs. Why was he saying that? So that's another argument. Now you guys are saying local coaches. I'm saying that argument. Let's look at all the foreign countries. Who are they coaching? The Germans are coached by the Germans. The English are coached by the English at national level. And the majority of the teams, they are still composed of their people. And this issue of locals, Sundowns tried that. We've got your strike, as Shakes was saying the other day, got so many foreign coaches who tried at Mamelodi Sundowns, they could not. Who saved Mamelodi Sundowns? Peter Msimang, a local coach. Who's leading the ship now? It's Rulani Mkwene, a local coach. All right. Now, when I hear the argument that Kaizer Chiefs want to bring somebody other to report, Sundowns tried that. And Sundowns have now reverted to the old system, because if you go all over the world, you don't see that kind of an arrangement whereby there are co-coaches or, no clarity, blurring lines. All right? I see Tshepang, you have raised your hand. I'm going to allow you to come in. So I'm saying, can you look at those factors? So Tshepang, come in, tell me, what's your take?
Yes, Mr. Shabalala, those are very valid points. And I actually understand where you're coming from and what you are saying. But as well as we should look at it this way as well. Mamelodi Sundowns, okay, would say I think it's 50-50 on my side if I have my information correct from what I've seen. There are 50% of the technical team is South Africans. The other 50%, I think it's international technical team that they might have appointed. I mean, Sundowns has as a chief technical advisor, if I'm not mistaken, from a different country. And even the video analysis coaches, some of the physios and strength and conditioning coaches, some of them, because they go in pairs. So I think others are from a different country. So what Sundowns has put in place a system is by balancing locally and international, because in the international market, the guys come with a lot of experience and they know what happens that side in terms of enhancing the performance, because they carry a lot of experience when it comes to performance and enhancement, which will help our local development structure. So I think when it comes to big teams like Chiefs and Pirates as well, I think they need to also start reconsidering such things, because we don't have much knowledge with our local coaches this side. They don't really get exposed or have much knowledge when it comes to the international play from overseas, whereby they can enhance and develop our structures well. So I think if they can start also implementing some of those things and pick up from these guys from abroad, I think that might help us, you know, in terms of our performance as well. But I'm not saying that we should always hire international coaches to be the main coach, but maybe in the technical side, have such things whereby will help the development and help the coach as well to maybe have a different eye or an opinion when it comes to the development and performance of the team.
Saddam, come in. I'm sure you want to say something on what Tshepang has said. I also want to say something on what Tshepang has said. But let me give you the opportunity to say what's your take.
Yeah, when you come to the sake of technical team, we do have Living Tseki at Kaizer Chiefs, but the 100% we don't know about his position amongst the coach and the assistant coach. But the issue is at Kaizer Chiefs, we don't rely on the technical team or manager, whatever. We look at the coach, what he must do with the players. That one I want to commend a lot, because long time ago, even the time of Jeff Butler, even the time of Ted Dometro, we used to beg one coach to do the job, not more than. But now, because of the reality and other thing and new system, they got a so-called technical advisor. But to me, we just want to see the coach who can come and have a leadership skills to monitor the Chiefs and bring the glory days back as the Kaizer Chiefs.
All right. I'll tell you one thing. Tshepang, you have mentioned something very good in terms of the technical analysis. My argument when it comes to technical analysis, I'm told that Mamelodi Sundowns has 26 people technically. And at Tshepang, we are not saying foreign influence should not be allowed. No, that's not what we are saying. But we are saying the head coach should be a local guy. All right? Now, and to say our local guy are not informed about the world trend, I think that one, it's not bit accurate. Looking at the fact of there's technology now. People can do research. People can follow whatever trend that is happening. So technology has shortened everything. But I'm not saying we don't need influence from overseas. We need it. You need to balance things. You can't be in isolation, all right? But I'm saying if you want to succeed, look at what other people are doing and then, and copy. Now, look, where in the world they have co-coaches? Where in the world? It was us. So maybe that is why Mamelodi Sundowns has abandoned that concept. Now, if whoever is thinking that at Kaizer Chiefs, I don't think it will work. This is my opinion, all right? Because somebody must take the fall. If you ask me, I think Arthur has learned out of what happened. Arthur has gone up to position 5. Arthur took Kaizer Chiefs to the finals of the CAF Champions League. Don't forget that one. When we were supposed to finish, Stuart Baxter came in. All right. Now, when he took Kaizer Chiefs, the morale was down. All right. So, yes, it's correct for Kaizer Chiefs to reflect and review. Like I said, Chiefs is a big brand and is the team that attracts more brands than any other team in the country. And the brands, they don't want to be on the losing side. They always want to be on the winning side. So maybe that is the reason why Kaizer Chiefs is starting to panic, because they are also getting a pressure. But I was thinking that if you give, like Saddam is saying, I don't know whether the players he bought were his choice or were not his choice. If they were not his choice, like Saddam say, allow him to select whoever that he wants. Now let's look at Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns buys players. I was looking at Mamelodi Sundowns. They have close to 4 quality goalkeepers, close to 8 defenders. All right. And I'm not mentioning other people who are not playing, because they also have a lot of good players who are not playing. Others, they've loaned them out, like Lake, for instance, a quality player. That's Mamelodi Sundowns. All right. So, as I said, some of the information said they have a big technical staff. And as you are saying, they have overseas people who assist them. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm saying probably they need to beef up where they need to beef up. And I'm saying whoever said this to me at some point to say, look at the line of command. Is it a straight line or does it divert somewhere? I'm not saying that's what is happening at Kaizer Chiefs. And I'm not saying Lefa Kosha was correct, but he cannot just raise an issue to say it looks like there's no unity in the top management. But those are things that we need to analyze. And he has played 1 season. All right? So why can't we allow him to reflect and review? But it will be unfair to say Chiefs does not want to buy players. There is a rumor that we have seen. Saddam sent me something about an article purported to be Paul Ndlanya, who said the owners of the team are jealous of Kaizer Chiefs. Chiefs, when players want to go to Chiefs, they don't allow them to go to Chiefs. They stop them. Well, you know that I'm a fan of Jomo, but I listened to some of the old players like Helman, Kgole, and others that Jomo gave to Orlando Pirates. Apparently, they were taken to Orlando Pirates even if they were against. I remember Innocent Mwang. They want to go to Kaizer Chiefs, but they were not allowed. They were forced to go to Pirates. So that's another argument that we also have to balance. So Kaizer Chiefs, when they want to buy players, what's happening? Players are being stopped. And we have heard that room going on. They are being stopped, don't go there, blah, blah, a lot of things happens, all right? But you have a team like Real Madrid. Real Madrid buy quality players and they spend money. They are not afraid to spend money. Real Madrid, they are not afraid to spend money to buy glory. That's Real Madrid. Then you have other teams like your Barcelona, who believe in La Masia, the development. All right. So probably Kaizer Chiefs need to look at that. They want to go developmental route, seeing that people are stopping them in trying to buy players, or these players who wants to join Kaizer Chiefs, should they wait until their contract comes to an end and then just have the freedom to go wherever they want to go? So those are some of the arguments that you need to look at. I want your input as far as what I've just said. Who wants to start? Saddam.
Yes. We know about that one many years ago, that when Kaizer Chiefs need a player, the prices go up or they stop the player to go to Kaizer Chiefs. Just make example, Mashiko. Mashiko was willing to play Kaizer Chiefs. And the director, the committee said no. And when Sundown come with 200 rand, I will give Sundown. When Chiefs come with the 2 million rand, I will never give Chiefs. You know what that means. Now it was Mayo. Mayo supposed to come to Kaizer Chiefs. Many players. We know about that thing long time ago that we had a problem when we have to buy Chiefs from the other teams. The PSL team, they don't want Chiefs to get players until the players get on the free agent. Now I can tell you about, nobody knows what is happening about Andile Jale. Andile Jale want to come to Kaizer Chiefs. We know about that. We met him, he want to come to Kaizer Chiefs. But because of he's got a contract with Sundown, he's got a connection with Pirates, he was playing there. His idea was to play Pirates, Sundown, and Kaizer Chiefs. When he retire, he knows that he played the Giants of Big Three. But that one, we don't know what is happening behind the scene. But the main issue, I agree that Kaizer Chiefs struggle to get a player. you can hear somebody say Chief doesn't want to pay. We're the highest paid, even as I was paid more than other coaches. But the players, we can't get it because the price is dug and dive, issues of this one and this one. But that one is up to Kaizer Chiefs what they want to change, because the team will never allow Kaizer Chiefs to get better and performance and win trophies like now. When we don't win, what they knew, they stopped the players. While we're sleeping, they're busy saying, don't go to Kaizer Chiefs. We know about that one. We even know a story about Victor Swallow. How did he go to Skukune? It was 20 million to Kaizer Chiefs, but 3.5 to Skukune. How do you take about that? We know about the story a long time ago.
Tshepang, what's your take? Tshepang? Tshepang? All right. It seems as if we don't have Tshepang. I don't know whether he's struggling. We need to be careful about those issues, Saddam, because sometimes there are rumors. But I've learned something, especially after happened to Messi. There is no smoke without fire. Rumor sometimes can be a reality, all right? And then what you have just said in terms of Victor Letsoalo, Mamkhize came out and said, no one approached me. So I don't know whether it was to kill the credence of that rumor, or Mamkhize was playing a defensive position as far as that is concerned. But what does Kaizer Chiefs do to counter that? I've just given an example. I said you have Madrid, who buy glory. You've got Barcelona, who made sure that their La Masia academy is strong. All right? So why can't Kaizer Chiefs explore those avenues? I know Kaizer Chiefs, they have a youth academy that they are investing in. So probably that's why they should focus on and build there. That's my argument. So Tshepang, come in. And remember, we are giving our opinion. We are not correct. We may be wrong. We may be right. But where there is a rumor, there is always, where there is smoke, there is fire. Where there is a rumor, I've seen that sometimes it's true. As I said, I've seen it with Messi now and Barcelona. Some of the rumors were confirmed as we go on. But let's keep on doing our analysis, because football, it's a game of opinion. Now, let me hear you, Tshepang. What's your take?
Yeah, no, it's true, Mr. Shabalala. You know, when it comes to the development structure of Kaizer Chiefs, I think in the past 5 years, the boys, I think from the under 17, is it 15 or 17, they've been winning the Asian Cup. I think for quite a number of years. You know, they that's a very strong development side that's being brewing, you know, and very strong. You know, I think they're in good hands. And also the MTC team as well is doing good. Well, they haven't won the MTC league as of yet, but they've won the Shield Cup, which is being played in the MTC league twice, you know, ever since it's been introduced. So when it comes to that side, I think they're doing a very good job, you know. So if they would focus more on taking out and developing the talent there, I think it will help the team all as well in preparation, you know, preparing the players into the first team, welcoming them into the first team. I think it will help them a lot in terms of, in order for them not to keep on buying a lot of players from outside, but also strengthening the squad from the development side and just getting a couple of maybe high profile signings, just a few signings from outside the team, you know, also to just help the team, you know. So yeah, I think also when it comes to Chiefs, I think also, in my opinion, they need to be more aggressive when it comes to signings and also not just back down. You know, if there's a player that they want, if they want to go head to head with one of the big teams, let them do that if it will help them, you know, going forward. So they need to be more aggressive, show more aggression when it comes to the players that they want as well, not just on paper or on social media, hinting that there's a player that they want.
Yeah, guys, we've gone too long now. It's a topic that is very interesting. That is why. I hear you talk about MDC. What? You cannot compare it with La Masia, all right? If you are comparing it with La Masia, I would understand. La Masia has introduced the best player in the world of all time. You know, La Masia has produced coaches, all right? You're starting from Pep Guardiola and so on. And then if I look at that locally, that's Jomo Cosmos. Jomo has produced quality players. That's the argument that if I was at Kaizer Chiefs at management, I would ask the junior coaches and say, where are your players ending? To say they've won whatever, Danone Cup and what, but not seeing where do they end. You go to Mamelodi Sundowns, here is Cassius Baloyi. He was competing now to be, one of the players who was supposed to be seen. He won the youngest player of the year. This is what I'm talking about. All those players that played at MDC at Kaizer, where do they end? That's my question. All right, let's ask the right questions. All right, let's ask the right. I'm not saying Chiefs should not reflect. They're doing the right thing. You need to reflect and review. One of the R words, very important. And ask yourself questions. But are they asking the right questions? That's my question. Saddam, I want us to hit towards closure. We've been on this topic for too long. I wanted you guys to think, and I wanted people out there to also put up your arguments. Give us your arguments as people out there what to take. Saddam?
Yeah, to me, remember, sometimes I can say maybe I'm close with the office. I can't just come in and ask.
All right. No, that's fine. That's fine.
I want the people to talk and take the message, not so much from my side, because I have to balance the question from supporters, from management, from myself. And then, but I understand, I hear your view. I like people to put their views, but we thought Kaizer Chiefs might bring our glory back, glory days back, because now it's too much now. But things will happen. Chiefs will bounce back. We want something to be done by the Naturana.
I believe so. They'll bounce back. It's a big team. Big teams don't always come back. So, Tshepang, what do you say about what I said? All right. Tshepang? All right. Maybe Tshepang will come in at a later stage. Okay, guys, thank you very much on that topic, Tshepang. But if you still want to say something on that one, and then, you'll let me know. But now let's move on. Saddam, tell us what's happening. Bafana, they are playing. And then tell us what's happening with you. And then, but let's do that at the end of it. In the meantime, let's talk about the guys. You have seen that Al Ahly has won the the championship, and then they've done well as a team, Al Ahly. And then so we all watched the game, and then we're all impressed what was happening. And then I'm sure you have seen what was happening in terms of the game. Saddam, what do you want to say about the big game with Ahly and in the final and them taking the league?
Yeah,
and taking the championship.
Yes, I think as they do bad, they do good thing because now they win that star 11 times. To be a champion, you must be a champion. I remember last season, it was the same team. What that was playing against Al Ahly and win. It was a nice game. We enjoyed it. Just remind for that from 2-1, first leg and 1-0 and come down to 1-1. I think the mistake was done by Wydad Casablanca to start to defend because end of the day they want to make 1-0 and then win the league. And win the game, but it never happened because experience works, and then you can see the nice goals that they scored. Even what do you think? Ali supposed to score more goals because they were willing to make sure they are the best champion. And then we congratulations to them for winning that to show that they can do it. We say well done. Even the losers, Casablanca, they also done, but they disappointed because it was not their day after they win 1-0. But the game was marvelous to watch. It was good. Well done to the Petitau and others.
You've just mentioned Petitau. I've just shown there. And then I was wondering why I could not win the Player of the Year. in our shows here. I've seen Messi taking 14 Player of the Year in Argentina, although he was not playing in Argentina. He was playing in Spain, but probably they were using the national squad performance as one of the arguments that assisted. So yeah, they've done well. Percy, big up. The young man is proving to be a gem. Tshepang, coming. What's your take?
Yes, our own golden boy Pesitao, managing to get 5 assists and 5 goals in the competition. That says a lot. I was also surprised that he didn't get player of the season when it comes to that. But anyway, the numbers are good for him. He has done very well. Reawaken his career this season, especially this season. He played very, very well. This is the Pesitao that we know. Alahi as well. It's a big team. They've got a lot of they've got big hearts. That team has a lot of heart when it comes to them, the players and the management as well. They know how to win a competition, to be honest. So they done very well. With that, it was just unfortunate, but I think with that caught a bit of a wake up when it was a bit too late, and Alahi was a team that came with a lot of momentum, and they were the favorites, honestly, to win the final and the competition. So yeah, congratulations to Alahi, to Pesitao and the team in general.
Pesitao and the team, they've done exceptionally well, and they need to be congratulated. Percy is doing well. And then, and then Saddam, tell us a little bit before we go on and what's happening in Durban. Sure. You want to tell us something?
Yeah. As we know that our former coach, Ebafana Bafana, Guy Barker, passed away on Saturday. The funeral will be on this coming Thursday in Durban. So I was busy communicating with the president, Safa, Dr. Jordan, that please I want to get a few supporters, especially a legend who was there in 1996, supporters to join another legend players to go to the on Thursday. But that one, I hope supporters they will communicate with me. That's why you can see the Pesitao and the coach. Pesitao arrived safely, and then we're waiting for him to show us the experience on Sunday when we play Morocco. He does well, and then we are very proud of him. He was our product. It's a lucky players who win the 2-star from Sundown and from Al Ahly. That is a good achievement for him. So the supporters, they know where to find me, and then to make arrangement for ticket on the Sunday and the trip to Durban if that can happen. But I'll make sure that my request will be done.
All right, let's move on. Just announce a few things. You said there's supporters games coming. This are Tembisa branch. Just tell us about that. We are heading towards closure.
Yeah. That was the Tembisa branch. Every weekend, the Tembisa branch, we bring the supporters branches together to play amongst each other. The game was at Sosambule Day. They were launching a branch in Sosambule, the Kaizer Chiefs branch. All the supporters branches were there. It was a game for entertainment, and Chiefs win by penalty 5-4. The Chiefs supporters Tembisa branch.
Okay.
Well done, boys. So this is happening. And again, they're going to East London this long weekend.
They go to East London this long weekend.
Yeah, this long weekend they will play East London.
All right. Saddam, bid the viewers farewell. We've taken longer than I expected. Yeah, tell them quickly.
Yeah, farewell. Thanks to everyone who are listening, and thanks to the show to you as well. Thanks to Tsepo, but we'll keep on touch. I love to say long live to BRT, long live.
Okay. Tshepang, bid the viewers farewell.
Yes, thanks again, Mr. Shabalala, and also to you, Mr. Saddam. And yeah, thanks to the viewers out there as well. And yeah, good luck to Bafana Bafana this coming weekend. Thank you very much.
I would say as my parting shots, Arthur, anything, if it happens, keep your head high. You've done well. You're coaching one of the biggest team in the country, if not the big team in the country, which is Kaizer Chiefs, which has a lot of pressure. So that experience will count going forward. I know pressure has been coming from all angles. Don't underestimate pressure from former players who also had their own ambition of being in that seat. So yeah, so I understand very well. But at the same time, I also want to say to Kaizer Chiefs, look, you know very well you are a big team which attracts a lot of sponsors, and you know what it means. There's too much pressure to you. Do what is right, what you deserve to you know to serve as a team, because you are not a big team for nothing, because you have been doing things before, you know very well. So I'm sure a good decision will be taken at the end of the day. So let's give them space. Let them make their decision, whichever decision that they make, like Saddam say, we need to support them. Whichever coach that they've appointed, we need to support them. But now I want to say, please subscribe, please comment, we'll appreciate, because the more you subscribe, the more you make us stronger. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from TBR Solutions. I just got a call not long ago in March from one of our clients. This client of ours wanted me to assist a friend of his wife. A friend of his wife is a nurse who's late now. This nurse decided to go on pension last year, December 2022. And in GPF, the turnaround time is 3 months. 31 days with the employer, 60 days with the GPF. But those are maximum time frames, all right? Now, when this lady left in December, in March, she passed on. And guess what? She was a single parent with children who are above 22, all of them. Now, the reason why he called me, he wanted me to intervene because the children were not getting the money, all right? Then I said, it's difficult for me to intervene due to the fact that that's how it is. And then in terms of the law, because they've signed an employment contract and that's a work condition, okay? Employment condition. But you can avoid that, especially if you're 55 years and above. You can avoid that. If you want to know how to avoid that, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll then call you. Our WhatsApp number is 067 915 1447. 067 915 1447. You'll see it at the end of this advert or this message. I thank you.